Have you ever stopped to think that your bones might be weakening without you even noticing? Osteoporosis is a silent threat, and by the time the first signs appear, it's often too late. But here's what no one tells you. Milk is not the best source of calcium, and supplements can be more dangerous than beneficial. If you want strong bones and healthy joints for life, you need to know the right foods and the habits that truly make a difference. And there's more. Many people make simple mistakes that drastically increase their risk of fractures without even realizing it. If you think just taking calcium is enough, you could actually be putting your health at risk. The good news? Small changes in your diet and lifestyle can naturally and safely transform your bone health. So, if you want to learn how to prevent fractures and keep your bones strong without relying on medication, stick with me until the end of this video. Imagine this. Someone goes about their life as usual. No pain, no warning signs, until suddenly, a simple fall results in a serious fracture. This isn't an isolated case. It's exactly what happens to millions of people worldwide due to osteoporosis. This silent condition attacks without warning, gradually weakening bones until they become fragile enough to break with minimal impact. And the worst part? Most people only realize they have osteoporosis after their first fracture. That's why prevention can't wait. The biggest issue is that most people associate strong bones solely with calcium, but that's just one piece of the puzzle. Bone health depends on a combination of factors, including exercise, vitamin D exposure, and the right choice of foods rich in essential minerals. Osteoporosis isn't an inevitable part of aging. It's a condition that can be prevented or at least controlled with the right strategies. Unfortunately, few people talk about this, and many end up relying solely on supplements without adjusting their diet or lifestyle. Who's at the highest risk? Postmenopausal women are the most vulnerable, but men aren't completely safe either. The modern lifestyle, filled with nutrient-poor diets and little physical activity, puts everyone at risk. To make matters worse, excessive consumption of coffee, alcohol, and tobacco can accelerate bone loss. It's not just about consuming calcium. It's about ensuring it gets properly absorbed and directed to the bones and joints where it's needed. If you've ever thought, "This won't happen to me," think again. The human body is incredible, but it needs the right nutrients to function well. What you eat today directly impacts the strength of your bones in the years to come. So, do you want to know how to truly strengthen your bones and prevent fractures? Before rushing to supplements, let's explore the best natural sources of calcium, and you'll be surprised to learn that milk isn't the best one out there. Backhand index pointing right. If you're finding this information helpful, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Let's help more people prevent osteoporosis before it's too late. If you still think milk is the best source of calcium, it might be time to rethink that belief. Marketing has long sold the idea that a glass of milk a day keeps bones strong, but the truth is, there are foods with much higher calcium content, and without some of the downsides that dairy can bring, like inflammation and lactose intolerance. Plus, relying solely on milk can be a mistake since calcium absorption isn't just about how much you consume but also how well your body processes it with other nutrients like magnesium and vitamin D. Calcium supplements, on the other hand, seem like an easy fix, but they're not a guaranteed ticket to strong bones. Excessive supplementation can overload the kidneys, increasing the risk of kidney stones and even cardiovascular issues. That's because too much calcium in the bloodstream can deposit in arteries instead of being properly absorbed into bones and joints. The key to strengthening bones lies in a balanced, natural diet, not just in miracle pills. If you want to ensure a good calcium intake without depending on milk or supplements, there are fantastic natural alternatives. Foods like sesame seeds, canned sardines, and tofu are excellent sources of this mineral while also providing other essential nutrients for bone health. Sesame seeds, for example, contain nearly 1,000 milligrams of calcium per 100 g, 8 times more than milk. And canned sardines offer not only calcium but also vitamin D, which is crucial for proper calcium absorption. Nature already provides everything we need to maintain strong bones. Now that it's clear that milk isn't the king of calcium and supplementation isn't always the best solution, the next question is, who's most vulnerable to osteoporosis, and what factors increase the risk of fractures? Osteoporosis doesn't choose its victims at random. There are well-defined risk factors that increase the likelihood of developing this condition. If you fall into any of these categories, it's time to take action before it's too late. Postmenopausal women are the most vulnerable group due to a sharp drop in estrogen levels, a hormone essential for maintaining bone density. But don't think men are immune. As they age, bone loss also affects them, especially if harmful lifestyle habits are present. What most people don't realize is that modern lifestyles accelerate bone weakening. Smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and a diet low in calcium and vitamin D are a recipe for disaster. Cigarettes, for example, reduce calcium absorption, while alcohol interferes with bone regeneration, making fractures more likely. And it doesn't stop there. Sedentary behavior is another silent enemy. If you spend most of your time sitting, your bones are losing the strength they could gain from regular exercise. Another often overlooked factor is low body weight. It may seem counterintuitive, but people who are very thin can have weaker bones because the lack of body mass reduces the beneficial impact weight has on bone density. That's why impact athletes, like runners and weightlifters, tend to have stronger bones. If you naturally have a lean body, you should pay extra attention to your diet and bone strengthening strategies to avoid unpleasant surprises in the future. If you've realized that you fall into one or more of these risk categories, there's no need to panic, but there are plenty of reasons to start taking action now. The good news is that lifestyle choices make a huge difference in bone health. Want to know how to change your routine to strengthen your bones, prevent fractures, and eliminate the fear of osteoporosis? When it comes to bone health, one often underestimated factor is lifestyle. Many people believe that simply consuming calcium is enough to keep bones strong, but the human body doesn't work that way. Bones are living structures that strengthen with stimulation and need more than just nutrients to stay resilient. Physical exercise, exposure to sunlight for vitamin D synthesis, and even proper rest all play a crucial role in preventing osteoporosis and fractures. If you've heard that walking is one of the best exercises for longevity, know that this also applies to bone health. Regular walks stimulate bone formation and help maintain mineral density. But if you want to maximize the benefits, strength training is even more effective. The controlled impact of weightlifting makes bones denser and stronger. A practical example? If you start a simple workout today, like squats and light weightlifting, in just a few months, your bones will already be stronger than those of a sedentary person. And what about vitamin D? Without it, all the calcium you consume may not be properly absorbed by your body. The sun is the most efficient source of vitamin D, and just 15 to 20 minutes of daily exposure can help maintain good levels. But be careful. This doesn't mean baking under the midday sun. Instead, opt for milder times, like early morning or late afternoon. If you live in areas with little sunlight during winter, consider dietary sources like sardines and egg yolks to help meet your vitamin D needs. Lifestyle choices directly impact bone and joint health, and it's never too late to start making improvements. Small daily changes can prevent fractures and ensure you age with mobility and quality of life. So, if you're finding this information helpful, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and drop a comment below about which of these habits you're already applying in your daily life. Now that you know how to protect your bones and joints naturally, the question is, will you apply this knowledge or keep leaving your bone health to chance? Small changes, like incorporating the right foods, getting sun exposure, and exercising, can prevent pain, fractures, and even more serious problems in the future. But it only works if you take action. So, which of these strategies will you start applying today? Drop a comment and share your experience. And if you want to dive even deeper into this topic, there's something you need to know. Some common symptoms could be hiding serious health issues. If you haven't watched it yet, check out our video warning, Urgent Medical Alert. This common symptom could be hiding something very serious. There, you'll learn about warning signs that many people ignore, but shouldn't. Don't put your health on hold. And of course, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and hit the like button to keep getting valuable insights on health and wellness. See you in the next video.